Welcome back to the channel. It's your boy Ak, and we're back with another video. Today we have a reaction video of my boy Omizi talking about the situation where a hairstylist literally drug a 15-year-old girl because she did not pay her bill. So with all that being said, let's get right into the video.
You want to pay me? What the no, bitch, your whole face is gonna be on this.
Yeah, she gonna find out when I get there.
I don't get no. I ain't finding out. Bro, I'm gonna call my uncle right now. Yo,
I'm gonna call my uncle, gang. Stop playing with me, twin. I'll call my uncle, twin. Stop playing with me, twin. Stop playing with me, twin. Call my uncle, twin.
Hey,
Right now, twin.
Oh, this nigga crazy, but hopefully they can settle this as civilly as possible.
Oh, wow.
Oh, okay.
I'm not playing. You just tried to run. You lucky I beat the shit out you.
The fact that they both wearing these fuzzy ass boots. The fact they both wearing these dumb fuzzy boots it just says a lot to me. I'm sorry. Nah, she really drugged that girl. That's crazy. She would have drugged the mess out of her. That's ridiculous.
You standing on business whole time. That's a 15-year-old gang. Black businesses get some of the worst reputations. I'm talking about MUAs, designers, barbers, etc., etc. And part of the reason that they get a bad reputation is because of people like this. Now, this isn't a new occurrence in any sort of profession like this. You provide the service and then you're expected to get paid afterwards. But the whole time, this gives the client an opportunity to run out the door, not paying you for your services after you spend.
So, I guess the question for me would be, do you trust people enough to allow people to not put down deposits? Or do you trust people enough to go to their car to get the money, or go to the ATM to get the money, or this and that? Like, do you trust people enough? Because some people do trust people enough to do those things. And some people, as human nature, some people take advantage of those things, and it's sad to say. I'm never one of those people to take advantage. I'm also the type of person to make sure I have my money before I even get to the place. But some people aren't like that. Some people forget. Some people gotta run to the ATM. Some people just leave. So I guess it's up to the person's discretion of how they want to operate their business and what they want to do to maximize profit. But I don't know. It's a tough situation, to be honest.
Your hard-earned dollar. And I sympathize for those types of people. I never understood why my barber allowed me to go to the car to get the money. I should be coming in the door with the money. Why there's no policy about that or practice about that, I don't know. Maybe due to the relationship that you build, I don't know. But so we already know that these people in this service industry have to be on edge. Why? Because people take advantage of them all the time. Now, I don't believe that dragging somebody by their hair is the proper response to any sort of...
I think she dragged her by the hood, not the hair. I think she grabbed her by the hood.
Situation of non-payment. I don't know how that gets you your money. I don't know how that gets you any internet fame or clout. I don't know what that does for you in the moment. Like, I can get that you're mad, but ultimately this is just a bad look overall. At the end of the day, I was never paid nor asked to confirm my Cash App. Now, she mentions that because the girl in the situation who got her hair done asked her brother or her dad or whoever to send the money, but they sent it to the wrong Cash App. A situation that could have been easily and quickly rectified. I don't think it needed to be taken to blows or hair pulling or anything like that. It happens. Now, does this person need to confirm the Cash App before sending? I don't know how much money. They said it was $150. Sure, but we could have avoided this. I told her I understand it was a mistake, but that was a mistake on her end and not mine. And the style took way too long for me to not get paid. So can she get somebody else to send it? If not, I have to take out the style, because if I can't get paid and you can't keep the service. I never understood why they decided to take out the work.
I think when you're in this type of field, when you're in the service field, but also the entrepreneurship / service field, I think you have to understand that sometimes you have to take an L. Sometimes you got to take an L to get a win. Like, say she didn't pay right, but you still could have got videos of you doing the style. You could still got videos of the finished product, the before, the after, to post on the social media. We're living a very social media age to where you can post something and it go viral like that, and now you got all this business coming in. You could have spun it into a positive situation like that, but no, you decided to drag this 15-year-old girl by her hood because she didn't pay you, which I guess is not justifiable, understandable, but not justifiable. I think people forget that you have to take an L to win sometimes. Sometimes you got to take an L to win. Sometimes 2 L's will make a W. No, that's L. No, that's stupid. It makes you. Never mind. But the bottom line is you got to take an L to get a W. And this is just L on L. And now you are getting mad backlash. Nobody was going to work with you. Nobody's going to come to you because now they feel like you have a zero tolerance policy. And maybe you're not quite understanding to when stuff just happens. And if it was said before, like as it was said before, it was sent to the wrong, the money was just sent to the wrong person. And that's what happened. So now people might think of you as not as very understanding to situations. So now you're going to lose more business because you couldn't just calm down and just took an L. And somehow try to make it to a W for you. But also understand, get your money.
If the amount of time spent on it is the issue. Honestly, give away a free hairstyle, gang. Let her take her pictures. Hopefully you can get some promo, but chalk it up as
literally what I just said.
You should have took a deposit from the beginning. She said, yes, somebody's gonna send it. And I waited patiently for somebody to send it, which they never did. While I wasn't paying attention, she left out the shop and started to run.
Now, running is crazy. I ain't gonna lie, running is crazy. But chasing her is kind of crazier.
Did not know her age until after. We were the same height and size, and my booking site says 18 plus. So WTF? How was I?
So why didn't you check IDs? Why didn't you check the ID? If your thing is 18 plus and you have a strict 18 plus rule, you as the entrepreneur, as the business owner, as the service provider, you have to take the extra steps. That is your job. That is your responsibility. It is not her job to be 18. It is, but come on, we got to be realistic with people and human nature. People going to do what they want. So people going to do what they want with other people's stuff. So you have to be the one to make sure you are taking the extra precautions and extra steps for your business. And that might require uploading an ID when you're making it, uploading an ID when you're making an appointment, securing a deposit when you're making an appointment. But you didn't do those things. You didn't go through that time and that process to make sure all those loose ends were tied. And now because that wasn't established, you have this situation.
I'm supposed to know. I should have carried the situation differently, but I felt played with because I've been in this situation before. I was still never paid, so I posted it and said I'm going to get my money one way or another. I never picked and chose because of her age. I wasn't even aware of her age until after the situation. Now, my sentiments still remain regardless of she being 15, 18, 35, 41. It doesn't matter. I know your site says you can't be 18 to book, but that ain't never stopped nobody. If you have such hard restrictions or stances on those things, check these folks' ID.
Order in the hair court, y'all. A salon suite does not a professional stylist make. This is an issue of dollies girl bossing too close to the sun before they are prepared to be entrepreneurs. This young stylist...
Am I stupid? A salon suite does not make a professional stylist make. Okay, I'm gonna just let it go.
Had an
Entrepreneur.
18+ policy. She wasn't adhering to her own policy. If she had known to be diligent with her own policies, this whole situation would have been mitigated likely. If you worked in a salon setting under another stylist, under a master stylist, or just in a professional setting for an extended period of time, these are things that they likely would have taught you to double check before the client even hit your door. Have they uploaded their ID? Did you check their date of birth? Everyone is rushing to be their own boss. Everyone is rushing into entrepreneurship and not wanting to put in their 10,000 hours. You always have to remain in the student posture.
And I get it. Being in that industry, there are often times where people will run off with your money. But there are so many situations and circumstances in which you can secure that you will at least get partial payment, full payment. You'll get something up front so that you don't feel as if your time was wasted or that you've been played with. But you assaulting a minor is going to end your dumb ass in jail and no caping.
Not even just assaulting a minor, assaulting somebody in general. Somebody can literally file a lawsuit against you. And it just makes it even worse that this person happens to be a minor. You didn't have the self-control or the wherewithal to just not do that dumb stuff. I think we as a society, especially in our community, we have glorified and we are so quick to violence. Like, it's so dumb to me. And like, I get it. Like, you want to get your money. The world is hard. Things are expensive. Inflation is crazy. So you need your money. You need your coins. But at the same time, are you going to try to get your coins at the expense of your career? That's the question you got to start asking yourself. That's the internal battle you got to start having within yourself.
Anybody that's tweeting saying stupid ass shit, like what's the difference between 18 and 15? They just a couple years apart. None of that is going to save you in the long run.
And y'all all keep banging that age. I never knew how old she was. My book is how you gotta be 18 in order to book with me. I didn't know that she was young, first of all.
Dumbass excuse.
They never...
That is a dumb excuse because, like I said previously, you didn't go through the proper channels to solidify and make sure that she was 18. You could have checked her ID. You could have asked for ID before even booking. You could have made it there is literally sites where you have to upload your ID before you can continue with the site so they can verify your age. You didn't do that. That's your fault. Again, as an entrepreneur, you have to be the one to solidify your business. You have to be the one to solidify your rules. And you have to be the one to stand on your rules and go through each proper channel to make sure the rules are being followed.
Even brought up her age until the police came. They tried to use that to justify her running off. When this happened the first time, I was her age, and the lady was a grown lady, and I actually fought her. She was taller than me.
What?
How the hell
Who
am I supposed to know
cares?
she younger?
That's irrelevant information. Nobody cares. So now this is what happens, right? We start doing this mental gymnastics. Where we're in situations where we can't get out of, people start doing these mental gymnastics. And it becomes very exhausting. Listen, people, when they try to do mental gymnastics to make it seem like they right, when they know and you know that they just talking BS.
Either way, I never really put my hands on her. I never threw a punch.
I never put my hands on her, but I just drug her.
She never put her hands on her. She never put her hands on her.
Oh, okay.
She never put her hands on her.
You lucky.
She didn't put her hands on her. That must not be her hand. I don't know. That must be a foot. That must be an ear, my nigga. Like, she never put her hands on her, gang. Stop talking to me, gang.
On her, but I just drug her by her hair. That's some new shit.
Like I'm saying, mental gymnastics.
I never really did it. And you've been fighting all your life, so don't try to act like you ain't doing nothing now.
After I did drag her back in the shop, I said, let me take your hair out. Like, what the hell? If I can't get paid, you cannot have my service. That bitch is in high school. I just graduated high school last year. Get the fuck out of my face. All honesty, bruh.
L justification. And the only reason why I'm about to address this is because I've seen too many people be on this side with her that she's 15, this girl's 18, they were in high school together. I'm sorry, at some point you do have to grow up. Whether I think a 15-year-old and an 18-year-old are still kids, absolutely. Y'all both don't have brain cells that are fully developed. But what you have to understand is that in the eyes of the law, you are considered an adult now. So I hope when you go to court, you pull up that same weak-ass defense. Your Honor, we in high school together. I was just in high school last year. So with that being said, I can't be charged with harming a minor because I too am a minor at heart.
I cut it out as much as I can. She can't go nowhere with that, so I don't care. I don't want to file no charges. She got that.
You can take this to thought if you want.
Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. She got that. Y'all broke, that's okay. My other client right there. I'm about to make double that. You was supposed to pay me $150, her remaining $250. It's nothing to no broke. Y'all
That's not double. First off, double with 300. See, you gave do math.
broke, and that's okay.
150 to 250 is double that? Hold on, let me make sure I do my math properly. 150 times 2, that's $300. Where she get double that? Now, we all know that there's multiple sides to the story.
As you all may know, that video she just turned 50. She never tried to run out. She thought she could have paid her. Didn't have that big show. My brother said, "I guess what didn't want cash up."
So the brother came out and gave his account as to what's going on. It's a whole family feud at this point. The brother basically relayed the story that we did pay, she did pay, but it was to the wrong thing, a common error. And I think that there's something that can be learned from both sides in this situation. I don't think that the way that the people that were paying handled it the best way possible. Send the girl to the salon with the cash. If she know how much it costs before she goes there, then I think that she should have handled that situation better. Because as a stylist, I know stylists have seen situations where clients have been mad unprofessional with them, and she would not be the first one to run off. I know the stylist in question had her own story, but there's been mad videos on the internet of stylists getting ran off with hairstyles.
I'm gonna take some of these down. I'm gonna take the front down because I ain't gonna lie, you could walk up out of here and still make this look like a hairstyle. I can't go like that. I ain't gonna lie to you. Girl, you crazy. I would have made somebody pay for this shit. This shit looks so good. I ain't cutting your hair, girl.
But in the same token, this young lady who was a hairstylist also isn't the most professional person in the world. And she falls in line with a laundry list of internet videos and internet conversation of how the Black professional service industry person has become more and more unprofessional. These supposed entrepreneurs that are supposed to be getting it by themselves are showing the reason why people are going to professional entities in order to get their services done.
I'm doing small knotless on this client, and this client was very ungrateful and said, texting people saying that I took too long.
Whether it be the laundry list of requirements before
She
you
just
come in.
push her down the steps? Where y'all are dumb. Y'all are recording yourselves committing assault. And I know it's a small assault. You just pushing down steps, it's not that serious. But y'all don't have the wherewithal to just understand you're recording yourself and posting yourself, putting your hands on somebody. Are you stupid? Are you stupid? Maybe you was probably taking long. Hurry up!
Into the shop, the lateness, the unprofessionalism in the conversation, the eating food, the constant stoppages. I personally am sick of all this stuff. And I know that young woman has a lot of time left to grow. She should probably know that that's not the situation to handle this. It's 2025. There's better ways to deal with this conflict, one, and two, to secure yourself as a professional. Maybe after she spends some time in the host scout, she gonna learn. And to the 15-year-old girl, please go there with some money. I'm not saying what you did was right either. Not saying you deserve to get your hair and your ass handed to you though, but because you are a minor, we will give you some grace and some space because you damn sure don't know no better, especially dealing with a hood rat chick like this. Take your ass to Great Clips or something like that. But ultimately, it is two young, ignorant, and dumb kids doing dumb shit while one being a minor. And boy, oh boy, I hope that girl like jail time. I hope she like jail time.
Oh, damn. W video. Shout out my boy Omeezy. Listen, if you're going to be an entrepreneur, go through the proper channels. Do the proper steps. Go through the proper procedures. Don't skip steps. Because this is what happens when you skip the steps. Situations like this is what happens when you skip the steps. Always cover your bases. And like he said in the video, if you're the ones getting the service, make sure you have your money. Make sure you have your money on you. Don't have to wait for somebody to send it this and that. Because then you have situations where people send it to the wrong place. So just make sure you have your money. With all that being said, it's going to be the end of the video today. I appreciate y'all for coming and sitting through. We're back. We're going to be ranting, reactions, rants. We're just going to be more consistent. I appreciate everybody who checked out the last video. That video is about to hit 2,000 views. I appreciate everybody. I appreciate everybody who clicked and watched that video. You don't understand how much that meant to me. So hopefully we can keep this momentum up and we can keep this going. Check out my other channel with my boy BT called Touch Grass Entertainment, where we sit and we react to videos and we explain to people why they need to just go outside more and experience real life, because a lot of you people are weirdos. But thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you on the next video. Peace.